not clean old storm windows as a window cleaner unless you specialize in this, is what I want to make this video about. If you don't already know, if you know, then you know. If you don't know, that's why I'm making the video. I regretfully just left a potential window cleaning job that I had quoted over the phone for an existing client, and it was outside of my normal limits, radius, and we get there and it's an old home, and I couldn't tell by the pictures on Google Earth, but 3/4 of the house had old storm windows with wood, with water damage, and they were completely jammed into place. I went inside of the house, took a look, and I couldn't even get one of the windows even open. It was just frozen shut. We're talking about like 100-year-old home, maybe more. And when you run into that situation, you got like two options. One is to really, really assess the situation and have a conversation with the customer, and even have a waiver in place, and literally charge them not about money, but just about your time, and release the liability that you'll do the absolute best that you can. But once you take a storm window off that literally hasn't come off in probably, maybe 50 years, you might not be able to get that thing back in, because I've been there. Let me know in the comments if you've been there. And you can, enjoy a nice big learning lesson. I know a window cleaner who literally will charge like $800-900 for a house with storm windows, and he'll do it all day because he's very confident in that. We're talking about maybe just a ranch home, because that's what it takes and that's what it costs. You could literally be in a house for 8 hours cleaning storm windows. So, and the next option is to bounce, is to apologize to the customer, and don't do it. It might be hard. You might have to save a little bit of face, try to save face, because hey, why would you tell a customer you can do something if you can't do it? We haven't ran into a house like this in probably over 200 houses. And so I legit I don't even add it to my script. Do you have storm windows? Because we never run into them. But anyways, we bounced, and we're going to the next job early because, and I just had the same conversation with the customer that once we get the windows out, we won't be able to get them back in. There's a big chance for that, and the liability's through the roof, and I can't touch it. And there was a cracked window too that was broke. It had a little hole in it and a hairline crack running down. Whenever there's a broken window, like, we don't even touch it. Take a picture of it, notify the customer and show them, and don't clean it. Leave it dirty. Because a guy posted on the Facebook group the other day, and he was a newbie in the business. He had just got his water fed pole recently and everything. Beautiful home, nice newer windows, and by the time he was done cleaning, there was a hairline crack running from the top seal of the window, and it ran down like 8 inches, and you could see it on the photograph. And the customer's like, hey, it wasn't there before you cleaned the windows. And I looked at that crack like so clearly, and I was like, there's no way a guy could crack that with a water-fed pole. There must have been a stress crack or something that maybe him just touching the window had expanded it slightly. But that's the risk we take, and you can get really frustrated in this business as a window cleaner, because you feel like you have to do a microscopic inspector gadget pre-trip inspection on every single window of every house. And you do have to do a pre-trip inspection, but you're only human. You're cleaning people's windows that you might not have ever cleaned before, and you don't know what you're getting yourself into. So that's the risk, and that's why you carry insurance. And for the most part, if you break a window, you should just pay for it out of pocket rather than make an insurance claim. But when it comes to storm windows, you can avoid a lot of that mess by just saying no. Even if you got yourself there and you showed up and you got squeegees ready to go, and you made a mistake. You're only human. I'd rather back out of jumping into an alligator pit of hungry alligators and look a little silly, because I'm not trying to be Evel Knievel today. I'm trying to clean windows and pay my bills and make money. Peace.